Hey, Sugar, good morning. Oh, that brain coming down hard right there. You make a very valid point. So let's take a moment to discuss the difference between being Jewish, being an Israeli, and being a Zionist, and what that means. Up first, being Jewish. What's that all about? Well, anyone who considers themselves Jewish follows the teachings of Judaism, which includes people like Sammy Davis Jr., Whoopi Goldberg, Paul Rudd, and Gal Gadot. And from a purely religious standpoint, Gentile converts to Judaism are fully accepted as Jewish. Even under Israel's law of return, non-Israeli Jews and Gentile converts to Judaism are entitled to settle in Israel and receive full Israeli citizenship. And that, by definition, is known as settler colonialism. It's defined as a system of oppression based on genocide and colonialism that aims to displace a population of a nation, oftentimes indigenous people, and replace it with a new settler population. And settler colonialism is mainly based on racism and white supremacy. Which explains how in 1948, the Jewish population of Israel went from about 670,000 to more than 1 million in less than a year. And between 1949 and 1997, about 2,350,000 Jewish immigrants entered the country. And that, by definition, makes them Israelis. And all an Israeli is anything belonging to or related to Israel or its people, which includes people like Gal Gadot, Natalie Portman, and Gene Simmons. And of those mentioned, only 2 have come out as Zionists. So what's a Zionist? Well, a Zionist is a person who believes in the development and protection of a Jewish ethno-state. That's a country populated by or dominated by the interest of a single racial or ethnic group, whose system of government is known as an ethnocracy. That's a government controlled by the dominant ethnic group, or by 2 or more distinct ethnic groups, each representing only its own interests. Take Benjamin Netanyahu, for example. He's an Israeli Zionist of Russian Jewish heritage who believes that Israel is the nation state not of all of its citizens, but only of the Jewish people. Other Zionists include people like Gal Gadot, Gene Simmons, Amy Schumer, and Michael Rappaport. All of them are Jewish, and if they have dual citizenship, all of them are Israeli as well. And they all fight for the right for Israel to exist as its own ethno-state. Even Smokin' Joe Byron is a Zionist, and he's neither Jewish nor an Israeli, but he does believe that Israel has the right to exist as an ethno-state. And that's the difference between being Jewish, being an Israeli, and being a Zionist. You can be 1, you can be 2, you can be 3, but only Jewish people can be Israelis.